up in the right-hand corner where it says live on YouTube. I'll hit that drop-down menu over there to the left, and view on YouTube, and it'll open it up right up to your back. You're live, by the way.
We're live, Jojo.
Oh, sweet, we're live. Hello, people. I guess I should pull up the chat, eh?
We are live.
We are live, and we are late, and we are late, and that is my fault. Well, it's a combination, really. Things got the better of us. I'm trying to share out the stream while I clean up my area here. That sounded so wrong. I just realized what I said after I said it. I was like, that's not what I meant. I was making...
Colleen and DF are in here.
Oh, great. I don't have to worry about anybody except for a few people hearing what I just fucking said. Unless someone goes back and rewatches this stream, and in which case, don't even. just it was wrong. It was very
Colleen says, there's the sexy ladies. Back up off your Kool-Aid.
Oh man, so we got our, well, I ordered two stones. I ordered amethyst and the tourmaline, and the tourmaline hasn't come in yet. So I was making baskets because the tourmaline comes as in necklaces, but the freaking amethyst didn't. So I had to yeah.
Oh, come on. Huh?
It's been crafting.
I know. I don't know what I hit. No.
Did you do? Are you breaking things?
I'm hitting the wrong buttons. And
Hey, Aniki. Colleen, DF, how's it going? You want green, right, bitch? Where's yours?
And Eileen is out here.
Eileen? What?
I haven't seen her in a minute.
In a minute. Oh. Ow. Oh. Although I will say this, at the dollar store we found a pop-up speaker, like a pop-up.
A pop-up speaker?
Yeah.
Rechargeable too.
It's a rechargeable pop-up Bluetooth speaker. It's interesting. Well, it's so you can like take it with you. It's compact, right? It's just, everything folds up.
Ghost said he's seen them before, but I don't know.
Oh my god. So how's your week?
It was long and atrocious.
I thought you were going to say long and hard. Can we tell where my mind is going tonight?
Where your mind always goes.
5 minutes into the show, we are already getting all sexual. Good Lord.
My day has been busy. Very, very busy, DF. My week has been really screwy. Like it hasn't, I don't know, it hasn't been a regular week. Like, or at least it doesn't feel like it. Like it started off good and then it was like all over the place and then it was back to good and then it was all over the place and it was back to it. My week is PMSing.
Mm-hmm.
What up, Southern Belle? Rebecca's Realm. How's it going? But
We
yeah.
had kidnapped a little OG for the day.
Oh, fuck, that is not what I thought you were going to say. I was like, you kidnapped someone? I was like, do tell. But it's OG, so I mean, that's not really kidnapping. It's kid borrowing.
No, it was kidnapping. Her mom wanted to tag along, and we were like, nope.
Hey, Ashley, what's up? Oh, man.
Took her shopping, took her out to dinner, took her to the park.
Can you be my grandparents?
No.
I miss my grandparents, man. He did things like
I'm not old enough to be your grandma, thank God.
Well, can you just adopt me? Although I have to say, okay, I've got Uber Goober and I've got Mama Rock. Those are my moms.
And Mama Lunatic.
Yeah, and Mama Lunatic. So I mean, I've got quite a few moms, which is funny considering my real mom doesn't like me. Other people's moms like me,
Hey,
which
Thomas.
I can't figure out why. Thomas, you sexy beast, you.
So how was everybody's week? Anything crazy go on?
Just the normal paranormal stuff. I mean, oh, okay. Just the normal wacky.
DF wants to know if you got your wisdom teeth removed.
Did I get my wisdom
random.
teeth?
Yeah, it is random.
Well, yes, I went to a crazy guy. He likes to murder people, DF. And he actually removed my teeth and replaced it with someone else's. DF, I have to ask, where the hell do you come up with these questions? And before anyone goes, wow, she's a bitch. Yes, I am, but that's not why I'm doing it.
Mary's in here. Hello, Mary. Darwin.
What up, Mary? Hello, Darwin.
Ashley and Southern Belle. Jojo said hi, but I didn't, so I'm saying hi now.
We're behind. We're behind.
I am behind.
Well, would you rather be behind or in front?
In front.
Well, depends on the scenario, I guess.
Would you rather be in behind or in front?
Depends who it is.
I'm asking Ghost.
Ghost, do you want to be a catcher or a pitcher?
I'll be the catcher if you be the pitcher.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Becky, hello.
What up, Beckers?
It's me, so front, behind, backwards, sideways, top, bottom. It don't matter.
Who cares as long as it gets done?
That's right.
Remember that next time. Just saying.
Lord
It'd
Almighty.
be a lot more fun if you were a contortionist, though.
What I'm hearing is him saying, yes, honey, I will pay for classes for you to go to the circus.
Right? Hard to live in a circus, for God's sake. I mean, have you met my husband?
Yes, I have. And it's about to get more interesting. I wonder if does anybody in here, have you guys heard that we are going to be adding to the family soon? And by what I'm saying before anyone goes, oh my God, I'm not fucking pregnant. Okay, so by adding to the family, we are going to be adding some haunted dolls to not only this family, but to Ghosts and Lady Swan's family as well.
Yeah, you see the excitement on my face.
Lady Swan is currently going, I fucking hate you both.
Ghost is over here looking at old vintage doorknobs
And locks.
and locks.
Everybody likes an old knob, more experienced.
Hey, Ray. Hey, country girl.
Well, Lady Swan wants to keep the old wooden front door on this house instead of updating it to a new energy efficient, one that seals up and doesn't leak air. And so the only way to keep the one on the front is to put brand new hardware in it, new seals, new surroundings and all that stuff, and make it just as good as the new one.
Brandy.
What I'm
Unfortunately,
hearing,
it's probably going to end up costing as much as a new door, but she'll still have that vintage look.
Well, it's not even the original door to the house. It was probably put in the 60s.
Probably, but
I remember when at the old house when we replaced the original door there, it was the original door, and it was
that thing was dry rotted. You could stick your finger through it.
yeah, it was bad.
There was no solid in there.
Damn.
It had some light left in it. Just had to put some new molding around it.
Haunted dolls, just what every family wants. Actually, I did tell the kids about it, and they're fine with it. I even showed them pictures. They're like, "Oh, they're so cute."
Country Girl says, "Don't talk about it, Ghost Mafia. Fix it."
Oh, I can fix it. I'm like Bob the Builder up in this motherfucker.
Did he just call
fixed it.
himself Bob the Builder?
He did. He did just call himself Bob the Builder.
Throwing the money at it.
Let me fix it. No, fuck you.
Right?
Ooh,
If he's looking at old knobs, is he looking in the mirror? Darwin.
yeah, Gothic that one looks. Now that would fit in.
So did Ghost just say his old knob looks gothic?
Yeah.
That looks like the doorknob off the Addams Family house. For real.
Your knob looks like okay.
Oh,
We are learning all kinds of things tonight, guys.
We like that Gothic Halloween Nightmare Before Christmas like vibe.
So
Go ahead.
Ambrosia came home and got the baby because I couldn't get her to sleep, and I was like, I'm about to go live. So she came home, got her, took her, and then between calls, you were not on the call. All of a sudden, we were hearing a baby cry in the house, and Ghost is like, "Didn't she take OG?" And we're like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Yeah." It was one of the dogs upstairs. The baby got shut, and he was locked upstairs, and he was crying, and it sounded like OG.
Isn't that creepy?
What is this?
What is what?
Say,
Low system resources may affect your audio quality.
I'll
Try
just close that.
the hell is it? Okay.
You're trying to find-
Ow! I just stabbed myself with wire.
Aniki OG. Winter clothes. She's like 18 to 24 months right now. Stuff like that. Toys.
So
She's wearing her Ghost Mafia
Yeah.
onesie for the last time.
Yeah, tonight she's wearing the original Ghost Mafia onesie. And it's probably going to be the last time because it is getting a little too small on her. It fit her okay, but I got to find the other one and put this one up. But yeah, on Nation's 13 family page, there's a post that if you'd like to send OG birthday wishes, card, whatever, just let me or Ghost know and we can get you the information.
Or you could just hit up one of our PayPals and put a notation in there. This is
Yeah,
for
or
OG.
hit up the PayPal and let us know it's for OG. She turns 1 on November 22nd. Can't believe she's already almost a year old.
right? I was just gonna say that. Like, I can't believe it's been that long already.
Hanaki says, shopping time, woohoo! Yeah, there's such
I haven't,
cute baby stuff for girls.
I haven't shopped for girl stuff since, like, baby girl stuff since Star.
Right.
So it's like, oh my god.
Like my brother has 2 boys, so I got nephews, but I don't have any nieces. Ghost's sister never had kids, so
See,
And
I've
he's
got nieces. Like,
he's got his 2 boys, and then I've got the girls, but they're 23 and 26. So
I've got nieces, but like, by the time, like, when Brian and I got together, our, like, his nieces were already out of that stage, right?
Donna, feel better, honey. I know that you've been sick, and that's horrible. So I hope you have, start feeling better soon.
Get yourself some ginger tea. That'll work. ginger, echinacea, gravel. You can actually get ginger gravel now.
I have no idea what that is.
What, gravel?
Like dirt?
No, not gravel. Gravel. Gravel is it's an anti-nausea thing. And you can get it in
Don't think we
ginger.
have it here.
What? Oh, you guys suck. So what do you have for anti-nausea?
Pepto-Bismol.
Pepto-Bismol.
That's not for anti-nausea. That's to stop shitting yourself.
Upset stomach, diarrhea, indigestion.
Upset stomach, diarrhea, indigestion.
No. Gravel, what it does is it actually stops you from vomiting, and it makes you tired. That way you can actually
like
rest up
Dramamine.
and get the sleep that you need.
Yeah, Dramamine.
Dramamine. I thought that was a motion sickness thing.
Well, yeah, it's for nausea.
Okay, well, if that's around the same stuff, sure, we'll go with that. Get that.
You call it Dreamamine because it puts your ass to sleep.
Drink 7-Up or ginger ale and
Flat.
layer your
ginger ale.
clothes so that you sweat because you'll sweat that virus out.
Put some onions in your socks.
Yes,
Yeah, onions in your socks too.
Chop an onion in half, put it in both sides of your bed.
No, Donna, it's not rocks. It's gravel, not gravel.
Donna's like, JoJo wants me to eat rocks. I'm already sick.
No. Have yourself, you know what? Get yourself some flat ginger ale. Just make it flat. And then when you're feeling better, get rid of that cold that's going to be left behind. Make a hot toddy. You'll feel fine.
Amanda, hi. And I want to say I seen you in one of my Facebook groups that I didn't know you were in. Yeah. Penny Pincher, you.
What up, Amanda?
You might have to
I
explain
am
that for everybody
fantastic.
else.
I'm over here crafting. I'm told this is what like motherly people do. I'm not really like this, but I have to because if I don't, we'll lose the objects that I'm making this shit for. So I got no choice.
Thomas says Gravel is available on Amazon for anyone interested.
Exactly. Gravel, not gravel.
When you say it, it sounds like you're saying dirt.
Yes, go outside, eat a handful of dirt. Rub some dirt in it. You'll be fine.
God made dirt don't hurt. Put it in your mouth and it will work.
It's going to do one of two things.
Yeah, I don't know if like Amanda and I are on like the penny finds for Dollar General, and she posted a receipt for her latest haul. And I was like, what? I know her.
See, you guys are lucky. You got shit like that down there. We have dollar stores and that, but we don't get like deals like that.
Donna says she's willing to try eating rocks.
I mean, you might not have teeth after you're done, but hey, if it helps, it helps. Don't do that, seriously. Not a good idea. Where does he come up with his sayings?
Who, Ghost?
Just old sayings that he's heard.
Who, Ghost?
Yeah.
He's just a witty bastard.
I'm just nuttier than a peanut in a porta potty.
Nuttier than a nut in a
Peanut in a porta potty.
and a peanut in a porta potty.
Nuttier than a nut.
Nuttier than a peanut in a porta potty.
Yeah.
Night, Donna. Feel better, honey.
You've been known to say it's hotter than 2 ants making whoopee in a wool sock.
Yeah,
Can't
what?
take him anywhere.
Do you really want to? Sometimes. I can't find none of my shit.
I haven't been able to go penny shopping since we moved because I no longer have a Dollar General a mile away.
What
I
the
mean,
hell
I've
is
got
penny
I've
shopping?
got two that are relatively close, but they're not as close as the old one used to be.
See, I don't understand this. What is this penny shopping?
Dollar General, when they're not supposed to advertise it, you're not supposed to ask the employees about it. It's kind of like a hush hush. There's apps and
It's a secret sale.
there's people on YouTube that have channels that release what's going to be on their penny sale for that Tuesday, blah blah blah. It's kind of like a secret sale.
You can
And
go in and buy it.
some of the stores will go in and remove everything and put it in the back and leave it in the back for like a week and then bring it back out. Others, they don't care. And then others, like they'll ring it up and then they'll give you a hard time at the register. So it's all depending on the store. Hey, Jess. Jessica's in here, Mudcon's girl. Jojo. I don't know.
You frozen?
I'm not. Hey, James.
Yeah, good. You got no audio.
Jojo, where'd you go?
That's why you got phone calls.
So, my computer gave me a blue screen and then just fucking crashed on me. So, yeah,
nice.
I'm here, but I'm gonna have to do this from my phone until I get this piece of shit back up.
Hi, Nancy.
Not the blue screen of death.
You got the blue screen of death.
Yes, I did. I need to, I'm thinking I may have to get a new computer soon.
That computer ain't that old.
Yeah, Jojo, the penny sale is basically it's discontinued items that they're supposed to remove from the shelves, and if they don't get removed, then we as customers can buy it, and it's supposed to ring up as a penny.
Oh, nice.
Hey, Todd, how are you?
What up, Todd? I'm over here freaking fighting with this thing. This computer's not that old, but it's not that great either, Ghost. This is what, the third time now that I've gotten this fucking blue screen of death? And I don't have time to sit down and reformat it, so. Oh, come on. Don't be a dick. Did I leave again? Oh, no, I just left. Look at that. There was two of me.
Mm.
I don't know if I'm coming or going.
Becky says, Jojo, is it a PC? It's her laptop.
Mm.
So anybody got some exciting stuff that happened, good, bad, or otherwise, that you'd like to come up and share with us?
We like the what the fuck moments.
Yeah.
Hence the name of the show.
I know, Mudcon's girl, Jessica. I haven't seen you in a while either.
What up?
She
Where
said, "Man, it's been a minute since I could jump on."
All right. I swear to fuck you, piece of shit. If you were a person computer, I'd stab you right now. That was not a threat before anyone frickin' notifies the cops, okay? It's an inanimate object.
It's her computer, not person. She's not threatening Brian or anything like that.
Yeah, no. Brian's upstairs. Brian's, I think he's in the shower, actually. I think that's what he said to me before he left the room. To be honest with you, I wasn't listening. Yeah, no, my computer was like, Windows has detected an issue and has shut down. I was like, you motherfucker. Just as you were like, the penny sales, and then it was like, click. I was like, oh, no. Click.
Jessica wants to know how you're doing, Ghost.
Finer than progress.
Finer than frog hair.
Is he going to do these fucking sayings all night now?
Probably.
Maybe.
Foxy, how are ya?
Yay, we have a computer.
Oh, tell her we said happy birthday. Her
Whose
cousin's
birthday is it?
birthday. It's her cousin's birthday. They're getting ready to do cake and gifts.
Happy birthday. I don't know
Nancy says maybe it's the ghost in your house.
Would not fucking surprise me, I'll tell you that much. I wouldn't. Honestly, so much has been going on that I've just I'm kind of just tuning it out now. So now it's like it's got to do extra shit just to piss me off.
Of course.
You know that point in your where something's just not going your way and you just don't care anymore? That's where I am right now.
You're off tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Who we
Tomorrow.
talking to? Who we talking to?
Connor.
Hello, Hunter.
Oh, geez, daddy.
Oh, geez, Daddy. What's he up to?
They're just getting home.
Oh,
Dave's showing them some of the stuff that we got today while we were out running with OG.
nice. So what's the chat saying since I can't see it right now?
People are saying hi to Foxy's Escapes. Todd's got his waiting for JoJo's boxers on. Brandy's husband bought her tickets to see Green Day in Chicago, so that made her day.
Oh, Randy.
Amanda's been fighting with everyone about the school staff member or teacher dislocated my 5-year-old autistic son's elbow. What?
Oh, what the fuck?
Been fighting for about a month and no one wants to do anything about it. Oh, hell no.
I would kill that teacher. Tell you this much, by the time I was done, that teacher wouldn't be a teacher no more.
Nancy says, does her computer need defragging?
My computer, look, my computer is running Windows 7. It's old as shit. It's fairly new to me, which sounds weird. Okay, but I got it when I was working for, like, I was getting paid to allow a company to post ads using my Facebook, which is like something that we have up here. And when I was done, like when they were done using my Facebook, they allowed me to keep the computer. It's not the best computer, but it gets the job done for what they need, right? So it's an older, like it's only four gigs of RAM or some shit like that. And it's not a very big memory, not a very big hard drive. The whole thing, like I need a new one. Like badly. I need to get one that allows me better streaming capabilities because this one's not that great for streaming.
This is one of those Dell all-in-ones. It's a hand-me-down. My oldest daughter gave it to me when she got a new one.
I used to have an HP all-in-one, but we were going through a rough time and I pawned it because bills were more important than having a computer. And right now I'm wishing that I didn't because I really loved that computer. It was faster than shit and it did everything I needed it to do. And I mean, they're not that expensive, but we're just starting to. We got hit with a car repair. That was $600 fucking dollars. We got hit with some bills, and everything just likes to go to shit at once on us.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's what keeps us sane, right? Or
Yep.
insane.
There we go. Look at that shit. I'm back.
What'd you do?
Oh, I swapped. I got it
Back
back.
to the computer.
What?
Back to the computer.
Yeah. I mean, there was a computer I was looking at. I can't remember if it was Best Buy or Walmart. One of them had it,
Mm-hmm.
but it was actually a really good deal. I just got to save up the money to get it. It'll take some time, and by then that computer will be outdated. But it'll be cheaper.
Thomas says sanity. Meh. Who needs it?
I haven't had Sanity, I don't think, ever in my life. So as far as I'm concerned, it's overrated.
Let me see. I've been with Ghost for 9 years, so yeah, it's been about 9 years.
And there's no signs of it ever coming back.
No, not at all. He is a nut. My God.
Oh man. You know, yeah, and I'm torn too because Brian and I, oh, what did I just do?
Hey, Nina.
Brian and I, our phones are crapping out too. So like, it's like, do we spend the money and get new phones first, or do we get the computer first?
Well, before we moved, I closed my Verizon account that I'd had for like 15 years
Mm-hmm.
just to save some money because we had, to get the move and everything done.
Yeah.
And Ghost asked me the other day, he goes, "Are we ever going to get the phones turned back on?" I said, "Probably not. They work on Wi-Fi, so why spend $200 extra a month if we don't have to?
Right.
If it's that important to get a phone, then, I'll get a house phone or, a landline or something." But
With us, the cell phones isn't so much of a want as it is a need. We need it so I can have contact with the doctors for Falcon and contact with my ex for the other two kids and the school, and yeah. So
I mean, if it came down to it, like driving back and forth to work and something came up, you can still call 911 on your phone even if you don't have it.
yeah. Oh yeah, it's the
So-
same thing here. I just need to be able to answer those calls, whereas your kids are pretty much like, they're old enough now where you don't have
Yeah,
to
they're
worry.
all like the kids have their own account with, I think, T-Mobile.
Yeah.
And then the girls, they have their own accounts. They live in Michigan. They're on their own, so
Yeah.
he's got Wi-Fi here at the house. I've got Wi-Fi when I'm at work.
Like-
You go to Walmart, you have Wi-Fi signals and stuff like that too. So it's really not something that you need because it works through the Wi-Fi. If it didn't work through the Wi-Fi, then yeah, definitely. But
Yeah.
I just can't see spending $200 a month for cell phones.
See, we were doing that too, but now we're on a pay-as-you-go kind of thing. Hey, Allie, what's up?
Allie,
We have a pay-as-you-go plan, and the company that we're with, we only pay like $32 per line. And I mean, we don't get a hell of a lot of data, but it gives us unlimited pretty much everything else.
Allie said she doesn't have one and she's never had one. I mean, there's times where it would be nice to like check gas prices at a red light or something like that, but
Yeah.
anything like that I just do before I leave the house or before I leave work.
What up, sharpshooter?
So it takes 1.5 hours for this.
JoJo's not a guest panel. She's a guest. She's a co-host.
Yeah, I'm a co-host. Ghost is the guest on this one. Yes, I heard. Okay.
I'm a
Is
producer.
it tough?
He's a producer. We're using a Zoom.
You're a producer. Don't claim my title. Who the hell do you think you are?
Producer of this show.
Mudcon, what's up?
Hey, Mudcon, how's it going? I thought you said Todd was in here. I don't see Todd.
Todd was in here.
My secret lover has dipped on me. Oh my God, Todd.
Todd said
Good.
something about his boxer saying, damn it, JoJo, or something like that.
You can rent to own. Rent to own what? I will not rent to own a computer because I don't want that extra bill. If I'm gonna have something, I want it of my own.
If
You know what I
could
mean?
Spend the money
Just like
on a super gaming computer and only get a regular ass laptop. You might as well just go out and buy this.
exactly. Right? What up, Todd?
Say hi.
Well, I'm here now. Now that I fixed the computer. Computer crashed on me.
Say hi.
What do you mean?
Say hi.
Oh, gee, baby.
Say hi, JoJo.
Not Mudcon. I'm sure for the right price we could rent to own you. Hey, listen, don't kid yourself, Mudcon. David, the producer, is a rent owner.
Here you go.
Oh my God, rent to own is, yeah, it's a gigantic river. Listen, there's some things that are okay to rent to own. Like right now, our TV is a rent to own right now, but it's almost paid off, and it was only like by the end of it, we've got a 55-inch smart TV, and we only paid like 1,000 and something for it, so I can't really complain.
Hi, Pinky.
What up,
He
Pinky?
bought me laugh out loud. Mudcon.
Todd's awfully quiet tonight.
He is.
You love dull. Todd, why are you so quiet tonight? How y'all doing?
We're doing all right.
I'm doing. I'm not saying what I'm doing, but I'm doing. How you doing? So, I'm just chilling. So who's got some what the fuck?
Hi, baby.
this week? We bought a $500 washer years ago. By the time we paid it off, yeah, it's 600. It's those freaking rates that they charge, right? Like, I mean, when you're in a bind and you have no choice and you need the stuff, then yes, I can see doing it. But for a
Hey, Doug.
computer, no. Hey, what up, Doug? I won't rent to own a computer. I definitely won't. You can rent to own phones too, like cell phones. I won't do that either. I just think it's an enormous waste of money. I just don't see the point.
Did he put her in bed with the hoodie on still? Yep. Hey, Joy, how are ya?
What up,
Turn this
Joy?
baby monitor off.
Joy Sumter.
So anybody doing anything fun this weekend? Kelsey, hello.
Rent affection.
Section.
You don't rent it. I'll give it to you for free, Todd. And Brian will too. What up, Kelsey?
Kelskins.
We need like somebody to come up here and have some what the fuck moments with us.
Yeah, if you had something crazy happen this week, get up here. Tell us about it.
Kelsey, you got a what the fuck moment? I know you do. $1 a hug, Todd. Thomas, are you getting fresh with Todd now?
Sounds like it.
Brian might have an issue, and Rebecca, and Mel, and myself. Thomas is trying to get fresh with Todd.
Mudcon rinses himself out very cheap. That's why Ghost can afford him.
So next time money goes missing, you know where it went. He rented MudCon. The way I like it. Cheap and easy? No, he don't.
Hey, Jessica, is Mudcon taking you out mudding this weekend?
I think we're going to, we went to the pumpkin patch last weekend, or 2 weeks ago, and it was shit, because we got there. They charged us $29 for a shitty ass fucking, it was supposed to be a hayride. There was no hay involved, just saying. Okay? And, well, tell us about it, Becky. And,
I sold one to Dylan's grandma and one to Dylan's aunt.
their pumpkins were overpriced and fucking tiny as shit. So it was kind of a letdown. So we're going to take the kids to a different one tomorrow. And then we're going to be carving tomorrow, carving pumpkins. Dad is doing okay, just hanging in there. Aw. Prayers to your dad, Kelsey.
Jessica and Mudcon are.
Arguing back and forth.
You shut your hole, Mudcon.
I stay home every day and take care of my mom. That's why I don't have much to say during chats. Oh, listen, I don't go out very much, and when I do, I find something to bitch about. Even sitting at home, I can find something to bitch about. It's a gift.
Kelsey, where are you going to film at? What are you doing? She doesn't have a what the fuck moment.
I saw
She's
that.
actually going out to film in a bit.
I can't remember. I was on like such a rant this week. Every time we took Falcon to school, every time we went out to do something, or like just doing any kind of work or anything like that, I would find something would trigger me, and I would go on these long ass rants. And all I could think about while I was ranting was the fact that I should have been filming, and I never filmed a fucking stitch of it. And I really should have, because it was funny as hell.
I want to go, Kelsey. I want to go. Come pick me up.
What cemetery?
Ghost, I want to go.
Have you ever noticed the paranormal community? Now, maybe it's just me that notices this, but come Halloween time, cemeteries become like the main thing that we all go to. Like, there's other investigations, like other explorations and that, but the main thing that you see come from the paranormal community around Halloween is the investigations in cemeteries. It's like you're waiting for like Michael Jackson's Thriller to start playing and zombies to start coming out. Swear to God. It's true. Oh, great. Now when I go to a cemetery, that's all I'm going to be thinking.
For Michael Jackson and the Thriller zombies.
Yeah, I'm just going to be walking through the cemetery filming and going, Thriller. Dancing up
God.
and down. You laugh, I probably will. It'll probably be caught on tape.
What is it? Number 3?
Brian,
They have a big thing, like a thing going on.
Brian, how's it been? It's been a while since I've seen you.
You know, the cool one that Ghost and I did was the Night of the Walking Dead, right?
But it's numerous.
The Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah, Night of the Living Dead. Going to the actual cemetery that they used and seeing the actual gravestones and stuff. It was pretty cool. The way that he did it in his video.
I saw that video. It was a pretty cool video.
Mhm.
Filming her singing. Brian probably will film me. I had to direct staff every little thing. I had to tell her to push the button on the coffee machine. Okay, your staff member had to be told to push the button on the coffee machine? Seriously? Did she never make coffee before? I now have to direct my care. This is ridiculous.
Everything here is supposed to be.
For people that don't know, Becky is nonverbal and she's in a wheelchair. And she has people that, like, she has care assistants that come in and help her. And the stories that I've heard Becky tell from the kind of people that are supposed to take care of her well-being, honest to God, man, I'd be raising hell. I'd be like, what the
Right.
fuck is wrong with you people? Like, I get it. It's not an easy job sometimes. But if you can't handle the job, don't go into that field. It's that easy.
Absolutely.
What?
Okay, now that the distraction is gone. Ghost has got this disgusted look on his face.
About? Why?
Because Ambrosia was just down here talking to him.
Oh. Yeah, don't get me started on that on live. I got a few things about that one. I behave. I keep them to myself. It's one of those, if you can't say nothing nice. And you know what? I believe, I tell my kids that all the time. If you can't say something nice, don't say something at all. But yet I can't follow my own advice because I can't shut my trap.
It's true.
Very true. There's
You know
so many times that I just bite my tongue.
I can't bite my tongue. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is, but when someone does something so like disrespectful or just completely stupid, hey Lou,
Hey,
not
Lou.
the only one cursed with crickets.
What's up, little lady?
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is. Someone does something completely stupid, or they're a complete jackass, or just total lack of respect. I lose my shit. I can't bite my tongue. It bugs me. And it'll bug me all day if I don't like say something to them. Because then you go, I don't know about you, but I go around and I'm like, okay, well, if I had said something to them, do you think it might change the way they think and actually make them stop being such a fucking dick? You know?
Probably not.
No, but you know, I like to think it does. I mean, I will say this. One day I said something to someone and they deserved it, and it did make them rethink themselves, but it also made them cry. And when you're standing there and you're pissed off and the person's crying, and it was funny because it was a female, because she was like, "You're not gonna comfort me?" I'm like, "I'm not even gonna fucking touch you." I'm like, "Fucking wipe the tears off your face." I'm like, do I look like I really care? Jojo sings Thriller and loses her shit. Yep. Yep, that's exactly how it's done. Lou, I think you were sent a link. I'm sure you've got a what the fuck moment.
Yep. Send it to his Facebook.
It's on your Facebook, bro.
We slapped it on your face, bro.
Wait for it. I'm just a YouTuber,
Just a
bro.
YouTuber, bro. Have you checked out his merch yet? The shirts?
I did. I want one. I want one. I just haven't had a chance to go and buy it, but I will. You guys, if you haven't checked it out, you do have to check out Lou's new merch. Now it's at that time of the night that I can't fucking talk. This should be fun.
Hey, Carol.
What up, Carol?
I've been kind of messing with Teesprings myself. I've only got one in there right now, but I'm working on some just kind of random stuff. Not as bad as your fuck shirt, but just kind of crazy off the wall stuff like that.
Nice. I like my age restricted merch. I mean, I'm gonna be getting more vulgar with it. I just haven't had a chance yet. I'm currently helping out someone else with their stuff, so my merch is on the back burner. I'm probably gonna take down some of my merch. So like some of the older stuff, like the original stuff, is gonna be coming down.
Yeah, I'm just basically when Ghost is live, if I'm not doing anything, then
Joy.
I've been kind of tinkering with it.
Teespring
Gives me
is a good thing to have.
Gives me something to do.
So did you know, I did forget to mention this, and I feel like an asshole for forgetting to mention this. Foxy is trying to get to 1,000 because she's going on an investigation.
And she wants to do the mobile live stream like
Yeah,
I did.
she wants to do the mobile. So, I mean, if people out there don't have Foxy, get her.
Yes, Foxy
You know,
escapes.
Cruise Channel, hit that bar, ding that bell, drop a like on one of our videos, leave her comments so she can get back to you. Back to you, JoJo.
Isn't it funny the producer position always allows us to like yell in the background? Because I do that to them all the time. All the time.
Yeah.
I can turn on my mic.
That's playback, bro.
Hey, I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying, isn't it funny? Because I do the exact same thing. I do the exact same thing when they're live.
Have you seen Juliet Miranda and Dave's live streams?
There's certain perks to being the boss. Joking.
Ghost likes to think he is the boss.
I told you, I'm like Bob the motherfucking builder over here.
Did he say he's like a dildo? Is that it?
No, he's not a dildo.
No, I said, is that what he said? I never asked if he was a dildo. Jeez, what kind of show are you running?
A fun one, obviously.
Oh my god. We're talking about porn tonight, guys. Porn, you know.
My God says, oh my God, Ghost is a dildo. Laugh out loud.
Oh, really?
What?
Huh?
What?
Yeah, what you said.
Fuck
Here,
you.
let me hand you the microphone.
What?
So you can say that again.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Brad?
Allie, sex is overrated, she says.
Sex is not overrated.
Sex is the bomb.
How old are you? Who says the bomb?
16 years old. He's been lying to you, JoJo.
I don't know. Sometimes when he shaves his face, he does look like he could be 16. It's fucking weird. Although now that he's getting older and he has wrinkles in his face, it's actually kind of funny. I only date couples.
You seen what Ghost looked like when he shaved all his stuff off? Oh no.
Ghosts look like Uncle Fester.
Did not make it cool. I was so glad when it grew back, and it grew back quick. Thank goodness.
Thomas.
Lord.
That's how you make pickled bread dildo. Keep scrolling.
Oh, Lord. The things we come up with. Todd says he only dates couples. That's why he's with Brian and I. Is this long enough for you? Come here. If
Like
you
John
look
says,
at
you're
me one
smexy.
more time, I swear to God, I even made it board. I put in all this work making a goddamn wire basket for his fucking amethyst and making a braided chain for it, and the
Alright.
fucker looks at it and goes, dick.
Ungrateful little ass.
Right? No, I ain't fucking kissing you, not after that. Fuck you. Ow! Ow! I will strangle you with this.
I think we're lucky that the camera is off currently.
You
Yeah, so
bit
cut it
me. Damn, Jojo.
I didn't bite. I was nibbling.
You fucking bit me,
Nibbled.
vampire fucking bastard. That's right. It's a new word, people. Luckily, it was protected.
Dad says, "Oh yeah, get rough, kids."
No. What do you mean?
Can't take you
Oh,
anywhere.
no, it's midnight. Midnight, yeah.
It's fine. I swear to God, Brian seems like he's fucking high.
I'm not. Swear.
Joey says kinky stuff.
I'm too tired for kinky shit.
Kinky stuff.
Not tinky, kinky.
Oh,
The fuck is tinky?
She just wants the wham bam thank you ma'am moment.
He's over here. He's like, oh, tinky stuff. And I said, what, you want me to fart in your mouth? It's like you talk about tinky. That's how you talk to a little kid.
Thomas says, "Are you saying men are idiots? I'm insulted. You're not wrong, but still."
Hey. Me and ghosts are great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you say so.
Right? Bite him back, Jojo.
I didn't bite.
You bit me. Just like you didn't eat my cookies, right? Becky was there. You ate my cookies.
I didn't eat any of your cookies.
You fucking liar. When we started, this motherfucker, okay, we went out to the store when we started YouTube. Fuck off, I swear to God, I'll beat you.
Any way you want.
We went out and we purposely got our own cookies because he always eats mine. So I got my own, he got his own, and he fucking sat down and he ate my cookies, all of my cookies.
Ghost does that to me too.
I was like, why'd you get your own if you're just gonna fucking eat mine?
Never happened.
It did so. You ate my lady fingers.
Oh, lady fingers.
Ghost likes to lock stuff up in the safe so the kids don't get it.
Yeah.
I can't do that because Brian has passwords for everything.
I know.
Are you gonna sit there and disagree with everything I fucking say tonight?
Yep.
I will beat you.
No. I can hear right now. Not disagreeing with you.
Thomas says, "You ate my cookies." JoJo, 2019. No way to take that out of context.
Yeah, see, Becky's, see, look. Joe, I'm not inviting Brian to witness me eloping. He bites.
Not as much as you on the D, Becky.
Allie made cookies yesterday. Allie, I will send you my address so you can send me some cookies.
I want cookies.
That is called eating the lady fingers.
I want cookies.
That's what we're calling it now, eating the lady fingers.
I want cookies.
So fucking go buy yourself some cookies.
God damn it.
Why didn't you get, if you wanted cookies, why didn't you get it when we were at the store getting kids' chips?
Because I didn't want it.
Because I didn't want it. Yeah, see?
Here, Brian, have a cupcake.
He'll wait until I fucking buy them.
Oh, thanks.
And then he'll eat them on me again.
Those are good too. Dems is on sale right now.
Dems? Dems is on sale?
I said them.
You said Dems. He said Dems. You heard him, right?
Yeah.
See? Told you. You can't unhear it, Brian.
And so. And I will.
Oh, you wait until you're sleeping. I will fart in your face.
Dutch oven.
No, I'm not going to do it under the blanket. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to squat over his face and hope I don't shit.
Oh, you shit. Oh. I'll have something.
You'll know if all of a sudden he goes live and he's all pissed off.
Becky says you can't handle the cookies, Brian.
Oh, I can handle the fucking cookies. I want some goddamn cookies.
Dad says gas mask.
Oh, man. Listen, I can be very spiteful when I want to be.
Me too.
Me too.
I think it, you know what, Brian? I don't think you can be spiteful. You try, And then all I have to do is bat my eyes at him and he backs down. Or scare him. I know that my temper scares him.
Alex says the cookies or the cookie.
Both.
Oh.
He can't have the cookie.
I know I can't right now.
That's out of service right now. You said that you would bite him. He might enjoy it. He does enjoy it, actually. He likes to be bitten.
No, I don't.
See, now you hear him? Can you hear him? Everything I say, the motherfucker disagrees. Wait for it. No, I don't. Tell you. You gotta turn that down. We can't have that airing in the background.
It's not.
Sorry, I started watching a new show that I'm really addicted to, and it is porn related, so I can't have it playing in the background. The show itself is not porn.
It's Hot Girls Wanted turned on.
Yeah,
And what is this show?
It's called Hot Girls Wanted Turned On. It's about women breaking into like the producer roles in that for like the porn industry. So like not the girls in the films and that, it's the ones that actually produce the stuff.
Thomas says like any man, just flash a boob and we shut the fuck up.
Listen,
Becky, tell
Thomas,
Brian to go to the closet.
listen, Thomas,
Hey.
I own 2 hoodies. Those are the only 2 things that actually cover my boobs, so I don't really have to flash. They're just there. Everything else has massive amount of cleavage. Just saying.
Oh,
What the?
True.
I love how Heather's like, it's true.
I would gladly get rid of at least half of mine.
Any day, Todd. Any day.
we'll watch this.
What is it? Just put it on. Sorry, he's watching haunted stuff now. So, we took the kids to the store to get snacks. Stopped at the dollar store, got the stuff to make the wire baskets for the gems, right?
Mhm.
Or the crystals.
Right.
And ended up picking glow in the dark stickers up for the wall for Halloween. Our living room is currently covered in glowing spiderwebs, spiders, ghosts, and skeletons
Skulls.
and skulls.
Turn your camera on. Show us.
Look at.
I don't think they're glowing right now. Hang on, they haven't been charged enough. The camera is on. I just have to cover. Give me a second. Hang on. Brian's over here talking to himself. And yeah, they're not glowing yet. They're not bright enough. Can you see them at all?
Nah.
I don't even know if you can see the ones that are over there. Yeah, they're not glowing yet. I have to turn on
A
the
little
light.
bit of flickering here and there, but
See them?
yeah.
All over my wall on both sides. Ugh, hang on.
I like the skulls.
I gotta charge some more. Ghost is literally showing off his desk. Really?
Hmm.
Ghost, we
There's
did.
a note on there.
Not all about you,
That's
Bill.
gonna be so shiny. It's gonna look like glass.
Shiny.
Joy,
What?
before her hubby passed away, if I wanted anything, all I had to do was wear a low cut shirt, and let's just say the rest is history.
See, with Brian, it's the low cut shirt. I can wear yoga pants or like a short dress, and it's mine. Or I just have to make a bargain with him.
so shiny.
I can't say what the bargain is because, well, it's inappropriate, and I don't know if Heather wants that spoken on.
Ladies, one, all she got to do is go out there and
Alright,
start washing
monetized, honey.
dishes.
Go ahead.
Well, all I gotta do is tell him, hey.
Did you say all I have to do is go do dishes?
Yeah, go out there and start washing dishes.
See,
Like that shine.
I'm gonna pull an RK here. All I have to do is look at him and go, I'll suck your dick.
No.
He's back there saying no. Brian, quit lying.
You know damn well if I look at you and say, babe, can I have this? And you just look at me and like, no, and I'll be like, well, I'll give you head. He's just like, all right. But see, Brian, I love him dearly, doesn't do the whole payment upfront thing. So I mean, there's some days where I'm like, I'm just too tired. Can I do it later?
Feel like I owe you one.
Ghost could use that shiny desk for a marriage counselor. Hmm?
What?
You need what? I don't know.
Randy says whatever works is my motto.
That's a pretty shiny desk for being over 200 years old.
It's so shiny.
Yeah, it's over 200 years old. It was his great grandpa's. Hey,
Wow.
Mugsy.
It turned out good though.
Mm-hmm.
That's not done yet. Got one more coat to do when this one dries. Sure.
Oh, I think he's saying that Ghost could become like a marriage counselor. Use the desk.
Oh yeah.
Like the kitchen table. Oh, never mind. He's talking getting
Get
freaky.
it.
He's talking
Get it.
getting freaky.
Mm-hmm.
That desk belonged to George McClellan.
Well, would George be opposed if you took Lady Swan over to the desk and punched her in the face?
Well, George McClellan was Abraham Lincoln's general, and he was my great grandfather.
It looks great, baby.
So,
Oh Lord.
he actually ran against Lincoln for president. So that could have been a presidential desk,
Damn.
but he lost.
Yep.
Well, that sucks. Says the Canadian.
So you've got that ancestry. You're also related to Wyatt Earp's father. I'm related to Clark from Lewis and Clark, and then I'm the 12th or 13th great grandchild to Miles Standish, who came across on the Mayflower. So it's kind of interesting. I've got relatives that have been doing the ancestry stuff, and
Also a relative to Mary Queen of Scots.
Mary Queen of Scots. Yep.
I got someone to tell Ghost who may be related to, and I'm not joking, and it's not me, dude. But I'll tell you after.
Okay.
I knew what he was saying. Glad somebody does. I never know what Ghost's saying. That motherfucker threw me under the bus the other day. My dad was over visiting, and we were talking about, like, worst kids. Motherfucker sold me out.
No, I simply told her, I said, yeah, you were probably one of the worst kids. You just didn't get caught. You're too much like me. You're smart enough not to get caught. She's like, yep, that's true. I did a lot of bad shit, never got caught. And Dad's standing there when she was making good. She threw herself under the bus.
You opened your mouth. If you hadn't have brought up the fucking subject.
If my parents knew half the stuff that I did growing up, I don't know if they'd still be alive.
My dad don't care now because he was over there laughing while we were talking about it.
Yeah, I don't think they'd care now, but if they knew then.
Oh fuck! If they knew then, I would have got an ass whooping.
Mm-hmm.
I got
Exactly.
I got an ass whooping for the shit that they did find out, and that was just mild compared to some of the other shit. All right, Southern Belle. Have a good night, hun. Much love.
Night, Southern Belle.
In there too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the first time that I ever snuck out of the house, I got caught.
Southern.
Really?
Oh yeah, the very first time that I did it.
Hmm.
And I learned from my mistakes and didn't get caught again.
See, I used to sneak out of the house when my mom was with her second husband. My room was on the second floor, but the way my room was, the part of the house was like held up by a post. So I would just go out my window and shimmy down the post, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the neighbor ratted me out.
Oh,
Yeah, they put bars on my window. So then I had to sneak out of my room and go down the hall past my older brother's bedroom, and he was always too high to know where the fuck I was, so I could sneak out that way as long as my mom wasn't still up.
hey, Alyssa. Hey, Lou.
Hey,
What up, Lou?
what's going on?
Lou, did you ever do anything growing up that your mom didn't know about or still doesn't know about?
I stole her car. Yeah, I stole her. She had it was the 80s model Malibu. It was a Malibu, I believe it was one of those Malibu classics. And the old boxy style ones.
Mm-hmm.
Actually had a pretty big motor in it. And it was a nice car. She got it. It was mint. And I think it was like 13 or 14. And she fell asleep. We stole the keys. I went downstairs. We took it out of the. Now I had been driving already for a couple of years because my uncles would teach us how to drive, me and my cousin. And so I take it down the road, but this thing is going sideways because it's rear wheel drive, and it's winter. It's snowing out. And so I fishtail all the way down the road, and I think I'm cool. And then I get to the end of the road, and I try to stop, and the car won't stop. It just starts sliding, and I slid into a telephone pole. And the snowbank stopped. I mean, this car was pure steel, so even hitting it, like the snowbank cushioned our crash, and we really didn't even dent the bumper. But I did break. I broke like a tie rod or something, and then I like reversed it off of the snowbank, drove back home, parked it right where it was before we took it. And then the next day, my mom, she goes to go to work, and I hear her come back up the stairs, and she's screaming, "My car just broke. I just drove it out into the freaking street and it just fell apart. I don't know what's going on." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's crazy when that happens." But yeah, I stole Mama Rock's car. We took it down the block and broke her tie rod.
We had a conversation the other day when my dad was over about my brothers and I taking his car, because I was sneaky enough that I could get into my dad's pocket, like because he always had one of those dress shirts on that had the pocket on the chest, and that's where he kept his keys and his smokes and stuff like that, right? So like my brothers would send me in because I could get the keys out without making a sound. So I would get the keys and we'd go for joyrides. Dad never knew. Well, when he finally did catch on, he started hiding the keys. So I had to learn how to hotwire. He caught us after I hotwired. I think the worst thing I ever did, though, was, well, probably not the worst, but the funniest thing I ever did. We hopped a train, and because we were out, Dad left the older brother to babysit me and my other brother, and we hopped a train, and Dad had to pick us up in Brantford because we were on the train. Took the train from our town to about 2-3 towns over.
That happened to my dad when he was a teenager. They jumped on a train and it sped up and they couldn't get off until they got to East Lansing. So then when they got to East Lansing, they had to call his sister to come up and get him. Alyssa said she was an absolute angel. Why do I not believe that?
I don't.
I
believe
have
it.
a really hard time believing that.
I tried to convince Ghost I was an angel.
Yeah.
Maybe you were touched by an angel, but it's
Hey,
about
rattle
it.
trap fishing. Lewis Fuller.
What's up, Alyssa? Diary of Her Mind came in. How's it going, everyone?
Diary. ...
Oh man.
What up, diary?
So we're
Yeah,
talking.
this week just kind of sucked because I worked pretty much all week, and there's this one coworker that I think got fired today. Not to her face, we call her Sloth because she moves really, really slow. And I don't know if she's on something or if it's just the way she is. I don't know. But nobody can stand working with her because you get these big lines and she moves extremely slow. And she pointed out basically, so she's not getting fired for being slow. She just doesn't want to come to work. So
So
I don't
she's
know
slow
whether
as in lazy slow.
like slow, like not mentally.
Yeah,
Just
like she's
physically.
just lazy.
Like second
Like me.
season
She's
of
like
Duck
the
Dynasty
she's like the
Mountain Man
female
type
version
slow.
of Blue Rock.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. It's like second season of Duck Dynasty Mountain Man type slow.
Don't you love those coworkers? Oh man.
Ouch, country girl. My great grandfather, when he was 16 years old, he tried to hop a train and he fell off and his arm went under the train and he lost his arm near the elbow.
Ouch.
Right?
I had a friend back in grade school by the name of Adam Sprague. He was a Native American, and he thought it'd be cool to try the old-fashioned train dodge on the tracks, like getting Stand By Me. He got up there, and he went to dive, and he didn't dive far enough that the train ran over his foot, cut half his foot off.
DF
Yeah.
likes your shirt, JoJo.
Thank you. You can get it at my Teesprings. Go buy one, DF.
When I was in middle school, I remember watching the guys in my class or around my class play football on the trestle, which I walked across it once or twice, but that thing's scary because it's like
I
big
jumped off of
gaps.
it
Yeah, Ghost jumped off of it.
and survived. Other kids jumped off of it, got stuck in muck, a river.
There's been some people that jumped off it, they got stuck in the mud and drowned. Ghost jumped off of it and survived.
My freaking brother. My brother was a really built guy. He was a big kid even when he was like 15, 16. And he used to take me by one leg and he would dangle me over the Chicopee Holyoke Bridge, which is 400 feet in the air. So if I would have dropped, I would have been fish food. And he used to just dangle me over the edge while I was screaming, "Don't kill me," basically. And yeah, he did some pretty messed up things to me. I mean, and you know what he used to do that used to scare the shit out of me?
Really?
Hanging me over the bridge was kind of messed up, but what used to really scare me is when he would walk on, it was a round railing on the bridge, and he would walk on it like a tightrope walker, and it would scare me because all I could picture is my brother falling. And he was crazy, but he turned into a responsible, like you wouldn't even believe the stories because the way he is today is nothing like when he was a kid. Nothing at
The
all.
way I heard it, the way Lou Rock told me about it, his brother had a big counterweight that kept him from falling off that bench.
Yeah, he got a fucking third leg that he wrapped around the pole to help him out.
Talk about my sick
You know, if my brother caught me talking about his
member.
member, he would probably be a little bit upset. How dare you tell people about my ginormous penis?
Good thing he doesn't watch us.
Good thing. The good thing. You know what? That's the funniest thing is I can always tell my brother doesn't watch my YouTube channel.
Holy crap, Alyssa. My
What?
great grandfather was fighting fires when a tree broke on and the top hit him on the head. When he fell on an upturned metal rake, which made a 6-inch open gash between ribs, and he bled to death.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
That is painful.
Mm-mm.
Wow. God bless him.
Mm-hmm.
He was only 36, wife and 5 kids.
That's my age. I had a neighbor. This was like 4 years back. I grew up with this guy. I known him my whole life since I was 4 years old. He decided to clean his gutters. And he only has a ranch, a 1-story ranch.
Mm-hmm.
And the ladder kicked out from underneath him and he broke his neck and died.
Wow.
Which is, I'm a roofer. So to hear somebody dying from falling from 10 feet, maybe
Mm-hmm.
I was in shock. I was like, but you just land the wrong way and there's nothing you could do.
A cousin of mine, her husband was deer hunting and he was up in the tree stand and the tree stand collapsed and he fell out of it and he's paralyzed from, I think, the waist down, and he laid there overnight. They finally found him the next morning.
He's lucky to be alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very lucky.
I remember getting the call when my one brother was a roofer, and he didn't have his tie off. Because up here they make you you have to have your tie off. But when he was roofing, it wasn't mandatory yet up here. And I remember
That tie off, sorry
Yeah.
to cut you off, but that tie off is more freaking dangerous than not having it.
Mhm.
well, he didn't have his because, like I said, it wasn't mandatory up here yet, right? And I get this call that my brother's being rushed to the hospital, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? He fell off of a roof that they were working on. I think they said that it wasn't very high. I think they said it was only like 12 feet or something like that. But if it wasn't for the fact that he landed on a pile of the unopened packs of,
Shingles.
yeah,
Yep.
he would have
Not too
died.
soft, by the way.
What?
That's not a soft surface to land on.
No, but it was a lot less or a lot closer in region, like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So had he not landed on that, he probably wouldn't have survived.
My
Fucked up his back real good though.
the reason I say that those things are dangerous is I've actually fallen off of the roof because I was tied in and I stepped on the rope. And when you step on the rope, it's like marbles under your feet. It just slides.
Yep.
And luckily I had the tie on with the harness. And thing was I was on that side of the roof by myself. So I was hanging from the harness for, I don't know, 10 minutes before anybody found me.
Wow, wicked Waylon. He fell 20 feet through a skylight, smacked the concrete floor. He's one of the few to walk away. They thought that he broke his lower back and fractured the skull. It took him 3 months to walk.
Wow.
My Uncle Mark was on a roof. It was about 4 years ago. And somebody decided to tie the bottom of the ladder to the dumpster.
Oh, you don't do that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he was 3 stories up on the ladder, and the dumpster guy who was picking up the dumpster slid the dumpster out of the driveway. He was
Oh,
on the truck, and it slid the ladder out from underneath my uncle, and he fell backwards like a swan dive, hit the ladder on the way down, and landed on a concrete step with his head.
Ouch.
And
damn.
it literally split from his eyes all the way to the back of his neck. And when he went down, well, he has a really hard head from his whole life. He's always been in a lot of fights. And he went and he looked in the mirror, and the side of his face was drooping. And he pushed his skin back up so that his head was back together. And he tied a bandana around his head and went to the hospital. And they were actually surprised that he was still conscious. And they said, you know, if he didn't have such a thick skull, he would have been dead. But he couldn't remember his name for 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah, he was messed up. He still has memory problems. We'll be sitting here hanging out, and he'll just start talking about roofing. He'll be like, you know, I got to get the screws and put the screws into this, or I got to put a nail over here. And I'm like, Uncle Mark, we're having coffee, buddy. We're not on the roof right now. And be like, oh yeah, I spaced out. And yeah, so he still has some effects from it. But
Wow. Alyssa says, we suspect my other great grandfather owned the Bahamas and was murdered. It's still unsolved, but talk was it was the mafia because he retracted a deal that would allow them to put casinos on the island. That's crazy too.
It's freaking insane.
Citizen Z, what's up? I remember getting the phone call at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning from my ex-sister-in-law to let me know that my ex-husband had been in a boating accident, and they had airlifted him, life-flighted him to a hospital. They were all drunk, and the guy driving the boat spun the boat, and he fell off, and the propeller got him.
Oh.
Yeah. He lived. He bled out 4 times before they were able to get the bleeding to stop, but the
Damn.
girls were like 10 and 14 at the time, I think.
Now he works at IHOP.
He doesn't work at IHOP.
He's missing a leg though.
Yeah, he is missing a leg. The crazy thing is it happened in northern Michigan, and they airlifted him to the local hospital, and then they had to airlift him to a bigger hospital. Well, when they airlifted him from one to the other, they had found his foot but didn't communicate it, and by the time it was communicated, he had already had the surgery to amputate his leg.
Wow.
So it's hard to say whether they would have been able to reattach it or not if it had been, you know, announced.
Yeah.
That happened, I think, 8 years or so after our divorce.
That's insane.
Citizen Z says, keep the great work going, Lou. You do a great job.
thanks, man. Appreciate that. I'm trying.
Yeah, you got anything coming up, Lou?
Halloween. well, actually, I'm supposed to go and re-interview somebody tomorrow. Because I did an interview with somebody and we were standing in the middle of the road and there's all kinds of noise and my mom was talking a lot and it should have been in a better setting and you can't hear anything. It's the footage is trash. And so I'm going to go and redo the interview tomorrow. And so I'll have that coming out soon. But it's Halloween. I'm sure I'm going to get into some craziness.
It's Lou Rock. You always get into craziness.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Before the end of the month, my life will be in danger somehow.
You know, we laugh, but he's probably not joking.
I'm sure something will happen. Some fucking some stupidness.
Oh, it's okay. You're allowed to swear on this one.
Mm-hmm. I'm not monetized.
Still, sometimes it's good to just keep things on them. You're not far from it.
I wouldn't think so.
No, hell no. You already hit the 1,000. All you got to do is hit them hours, and that's not that hard. For one, you got 27 people in here, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I was at 3,000, 4,000, it was hard to have 20 fucking, I keep swearing, 25 people, 30 people. I mean, you're doing really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you're doing a hell of a lot better than I was when I was where she was.
Yep. It's the ladies, man. It's not fair.
Tanya, you gotta have boobs. Real
Yeah,
one.
you gotta have the boobs.
If I had boobs, I'd have 1 million subscribers right now.
I do got boobs, and I still ain't got 1 million subscribers.
You gotta show them, dude. You gotta show those boobies.
Yep. Show and tell, man. Show and tell.
Sexy thumbnails with your boobies hanging out.
I want to see a thumbnail of Ghost pushing his A cup together and like.
Rubbing some chicken grease on them.
No. You can't steal Lou's idea. Come on now. He's the only one that can get away with the chicken grease nipples.
You know what? I'm sticking to my word. When I get to 30,000 subscribers, I'm gonna get a Brazilian wax. I'm gonna record it, and I'm gonna go out in a Speedo bikini and do a whole investigation in a thong.
What if it's in the winter when you hit that?
I won't let it be in the winter. And if it's in the winter, I'll be doing an investigation of a haunted hot tub house.
That still happens to have electricity.
Right?
Well, these hot tubs, they're outside, but when it's the winter time,
Yeah, but you still need electricity to run that hot tub.
Ghost
Oh, yeah,
was going
well-
through the Facebook marketplace and found a couple for free. All you had to do was haul it. We don't have any way of hauling it.
I had somebody offer me, it was brand new. It was a 10-person hot tub, and it wasn't like an old one. It was like a year old, and these people were just like super rich. They were moving, and they're like, you could have it. And my mom was like, it's so hard to maintain those things. And I'm like, it's a hot tub.
They're easier to maintain than a pool.
Yeah.
They're expensive. My buddy John has one though. They are pretty expensive.
Oh yeah, you got to keep the filters clean and the chemicals, the chlorine and stuff in it.
Water hot, especially if it's outdoors in the wintertime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're pretty expensive to maintain. And I can imagine a 10-person jacuzzi being probably a
Find the
little
right
bit.
one nearby for free. I'll find somebody to go get it.
Yeah, he's always wanted one.
You get that.
What, a hot
We had
tub?
the
I want
yeah,
one.
we had the inflatable one, which
How
was,
did that work out?
it was all right.
It was all right. I
Yeah,
almost
it-
bought one.
It
They
had
had-
a pinhole leak in it. The water was leaking back into the air chamber, and messed it all up. But we got it used. My ex-wife gave it to us, and it was literally just laying out in the backyard. So we took it, cleaned it up, got it working, and tried to patch the hole. And we had it for about a season. It was nice. It worked pretty good.
He's like, we should put this in the basement. No, we shouldn't put this in the basement. How are you going to drain it?
Well, don't you have a back? You got a back patio.
Well, yeah, now this was at the old house.
Oh,
That's all I want is to have a jacuzzi in the basement where all the black mold was.
yeah. Try to relax, be coughing your ass off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. What's everyone saying?
So,
Maybe he should put a bra on. I might get him. It might
might.
get him some better views. There you go. Ghost, you need to do a wet t-shirt contest with all men.
With all men.
Get you, Cab,
Like
Becky.
Todd,
What?
Cab 7, Wacky.
That's what I said.
John,
Cab,
Todd,
Wacky.
Brian.
You gotta get Lou. Brian will do it. I think that would be funny as fuck. Wet t-shirt competition.
Hey, Will.
No, not women. You men. Brian's over here half listening, and I was like, wet t-shirt competition. He's like, nice. I'm like, yeah, no, you men. He's like, oh.
Kelsey, have fun. Be safe.
Have fun, Kelsey.
I want to go out and investigate, but it's so damn cold out. We have a frost advisory again tonight.
that'll bring the colors to change.
Yeah. Definitely will speed up the fall foliage, that's for sure.
Oh man.
So you guys have, let me see, Brian has his YouTube, has talent tomorrow night.
YouTube.
Justin,
No, tomorrow's Saturday. We're
tomorrow's
off.
Saturday.
We all take the day off.
Yeah.
On Saturday.
Tomorrow is pumpkin patch time.
You gonna record it?
Carve some pumpkins.
Are we going to record it? I don't know, but I know we are going to be carving pumpkins tomorrow. So, if that kind of stuff though, like when we do the family stuff and that, we usually put it on the kids' channels.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna go get a couch tomorrow.
You're gonna what?
Sectional. Big
I
sectional
found a
couch.
big sectional couch. It's got dual recliners and a height of bed couch in it for $150.
Nice.
Yeah, the old house we didn't have room for furniture,
$30 delivery fee.
so
You gotta bring it in and set it up. All we gotta do is just in the living room.
It's not a bad deal.
$30 for them to bring it to us.
It's not a bad deal at all.
Nope. Especially seeing how that thing brand new would probably cost a couple grand.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more than the bed.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, Todd.
Huh?
No.
No, I got a California King in my bedroom.
Todd.
Yeah, I've got like my parents are coming, both of the girls are coming, and this is next month for OG's birthday. So I figured if we had a height of bed couch, that would alleviate two. And I don't know whether Ashley's getting a hotel again like she did last time or what, but we have the rollaway bed, which Alyssa could use, and then the height of bed for my parents. And then if Ashley and her boyfriend end up staying here, we get a blow up mattress or something for them.
the hell's this?
Tessa's got to get funky, darn it.
Black Friday, they got the queen size blow up mattresses, the self inflated, like $40 on sale.
Yeah, but that's after OG's birthday.
Yeah, I know. But
Speaking of OG's birthday, too, just a reminder on the Nations 13 Facebook page, there's a post. If you guys would like to send a card or a gift or something for OG's birthday, it's on November 22nd. Just hit Ghost Mafia or myself up and we can get you the address. Or if you want to drop a PayPal donation in, leave a note that it's for OG's birthday. And
we always make sure any money that gets sent to OG.
yes, anything that goes into
clothes,
PayPal for OG goes to OG.
sweet sets,
So that's in the Facebook for Nations 13 family.
Go check it out. It's an announcement, so it should be at the top of the page when you get into it.
I
Lou,
can't
that's so
that
quiet.
little bug's gonna be a year old already.
Right?
I can't get her to walk though, and it's really frustrating. She'll like walk along stuff or push like her walker, but if you stand her, she's too scared to move, and she'll just plop her butt down.
It's not quite there yet.
Right? Jenny in Paranormal Voices, hello.
Hey, what's up? Sorry, I just wanted to see who you were saying that to. I didn't clue into me because you were like Jenny in Paranormal Voice. Half here, half gone, like always.
Yes.
At least you're not all the way gone like me.
I sometimes feel like I am. And then I remember that's your thing, so then I have to bring myself back, and it's just a real pain in the ass.
You know what? Earlier I was watching, right? And I heard crickets. And I'm like, you guys got crickets too. And then I changed the channel and it was my house. And I'm like, no, they don't have crickets. It's just me.
Lou's like, God damn it.
Fucking crickets.
There was this
Nope.
huge spider in the bathroom, and Ambrosia seen it. She goes, "It's a cricket spider." I'm like, "What the fuck is a cricket spider?" And she goes, "Careful, they jump." And I like went to touch it, and it jumped, and I screamed like a little girl. She did. She got in the bathtub and stepped on it, and we ran the water to wash it down the drain.
That's no shit she's done around this house since she moved in.
I hate
Yeah.
spiders. It was huge. It was like the size of a 50-cent piece. I was like, "Oh hell no!" And then when it jumped at me, I was on the phone with Ghost the other day, and he was outside, and he showed me another big spider on the side of the house, and I said, "Kill that bastard." And he's like, "Okay."
I get at Brian for that. Like, I'll see a spider or something, and I'm not afraid of spiders, but I get at him because I'll tell him to kill it, and he just stands there and he watches it walk away, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "I told you to kill it." Or like he'll fluster, like he hates bugs. I don't know why. So like, it's one of those things where it's like, if you're not gonna kill it, get out of my fucking way so I can kill it, okay?
Right? Alyssa, I have got to know, why in the hell do you have a tank with 50 crickets in your house?
Lizards.
Oh, lizards.
Probably bearded dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what, well, these aren't the crickets from my basement. I'm actually upstairs. These are the crickets from my leopard geckos,
You have geckos?
which I voluntarily bring into my house.
And then they get out.
I get so much satisfaction by watching my lizards chomp them little bastards.
How many do you have?
Lizards, I got 2 leopard geckos. they have to be in separate tanks because when we first got them, we thought, you know, that they were male and female, and we're wrong.
They're both male or both female?
They're both mad at each other. I don't know what they are.
Now I know that Ghost is going deaf because right after we moved in here, there was a cricket in the basement in the laundry part, and it was driving me nuts. And he didn't hear it.
Yeah, well, welcome to my world.
For so long. Crickets doesn't know anything.
Lou hears them so often now he thinks they're everywhere.
They're in my brain.
How messed up would that be if you slept, Lou, and it crawled in your ear, and that's what you're hearing? Is it chirping right in your ear?
Oh,
Oh, don't say that. I got
Right?
ear problems.
maybe that's why you have ear problems because you have a
I
cricket
got
in there.
crickets in my ears.
Hey, stranger things have happened.
Will said my cousin got sour cream and onion crickets on Amazon. Ate one and will never do that again. Ew, gross,
Ew.
nasty. I
I
could
watched-
never do like those freak shows. What was the one? Fear or something like that. Where
Fear factor.
Fear factor.
Fear Factor. Yeah, I could never
My
do
favorite episode is when they ate the penises.
it. The bowl balls.
No, they did an episode where they each ate a penis from a different. There was deer penis. There was bull penis. This was straight up, not the balls. This was
The actual shaft.
this was the sausage.
Gross.
And they did that on regular television. That was
Mhm.
television.
I remember seeing the episode where they were eating the balls. Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, I saw that episode.
I'll tell you what, if I go on Fear Factor and I eat a set of nuts, I better be winning. Because I'll tell you what, if I ate balls for nothing, I'll kill somebody.
Right. Todd says I got crotch crickets once and didn't call that one back.
Oh,
So that's where
Damn.
they're coming from. Maybe I should take a shower once in a while.
Is that what that smell is?
Yeah, most likely. My kids walk by, they go, "Daddy, why do you smell like onions?"
oh.
Because JoJo made me do it.
Why you always got to blame me? Why is everything blamed on
An
me?
inflatable what?
You remember those? They were like they were made out of like styrofoam. Well, not like styrofoam, but like that attic, and they folded up into a couch. And they were, we all call them flipping bucks. Because you just flip them out, and they were a bed. You remember those?
Nope.
Oh, those were big in the 90s.
Hmm?
Like door
Some
rings.
kind of like inflatable or styrofoam futon couch type thing that he calls it a flippin' fuck.
A flip. You ever try to have sex on a futon?
Mhm.
It's like a form of torture. It's not fun.
No, it hurts.
Yeah.
I'd rather have sex on broken glass.
Yeah.
That's what Ghost had when I first started coming around was a futon. He never slept in unless he had a girl over. He always slept on the couch, but yeah.
Sex on a futon is just no. Mm-mm. No, thank you.
Yeah, Allie, I have to agree. A waterbed is also a pain in the ass to have sex on.
Waterbed,
But
that's
you can have a
fun.
lot of fun if you use like Hershey syrup or, stuff like that. Have the slip and slide real quick.
Tell what ladies want
That's
to.
going to be a sticky slide if you use Hershey syrup.
Oh, yeah.
I've had some really funny memories with waterbeds.
I
My
haven't.
waterbed popped one time. We were on the second floor.
Oh shit.
Sex in a hot tub can be like crazy too. You get the water splashing around,
Did you
What's
say sex in a hot tub?
great waves.
Yeah.
That's dangerous. I actually had a friend call me because they were having sex in a pool. And when you have sex in the pool, the lubrication isn't as good as when you're not wet from other like external wetness, and it creates a suction, and you can actually get stuck together.
That's why you put the bubbles in it.
That don't help nothing. It's dangerous to put air up there. Thank you very much.
You gotta, if that's only for people with big wieners.
Todd said I had sex on a bird bath once. Such a slut.
Bird bath. That's
That's. I don't even want to know.
My wiener's so tiny, I ain't getting stuck to nothing.
Oh, Lou, I'm sure you'll find the right person to get stuck to.
The balls are the biggest. The balls are
Is that
the,
Noble?
Who?
The one that just sent you that message. Is that Noble?
I'm all beans, no Frank.
Wow, Lou.
Precious Kitten Gaming.
Oh, you foxy.
That who that is?
I don't know. That's why I was asking you.
I'm almost done. Yay.
Noble. I think someone is trying to swap me this time. Someone just came saying that my IP on live chat apparently. I don't know if it's my real IP or not.
What?
Who,
Noble
don't you hear
Gaming.
this story with JoJo? One of my first times hooking up with a girl, I snuck into her basement and we started getting busy on her dad's pool table. And I mean I was like, 15 years of pure testosterone at that time. And I'd say I was probably getting a little bit overboard, and the freaking legs to the pool table gave out, and the pool table smashed to the ground. And then I hear upstairs, I hear the father go, "What the fuck was that?" And I could hear him stomping across the room. And so I know he's coming downstairs. So I grab my clothes and I start running. He comes running down the stairs. He's like, "What the hell is going on?" I run out the bulkhead because we were in the basement, and I'm running down the street naked. And and I never got to talk to her again. Yeah. No, her father shipped her off to Florida. I never seen her again, ever. That was our goodbye.
Better to have loved and lost than never have loved at all, Lou.
Citizen Z says, Lou, so you're saying you got a good garden, you got plenty of seeds, just not the tools.
If that's what big balls and no wiener means, yeah.
Yeah, but see, you can have a tiny wiener and still know what to do.
You know what? I make up for it with my nose.
Yeah.
You guys ever seen this thing? I mean, that's why do you think there's so many ladies that are, look at that.
So do you get mistaken for Pinocchio a lot, Lou?
Listen, Pinocchio ain't got nothing on me. I got girth, I got length. Look at that. Look at that thing. That
He's
thing
got length and girth, but it's just all in his nose.
Look at that nose. That thing's bigger than Brian's wiener.
Have you ever broke it?
What, his wiener?
My nose?
Yeah.
I've broken my nose so many
He's
times.
a boxer.
Yeah, I've broken my nose so many times. There's a little curve in my nose. My nose actually used to not be so big, and my nose was actually very straight. and I broke my nose so many times that I'm surprised it's not all twisted and shit. But and my nose will break so quickly. Like all it takes is you could slap me in the face and my nose will break because it's been broken so many times.
That's how my dad's was too.
Yeah. But you know, look at them nostrils, man. I got good airflow, a lot of blood in, a lot of oxygen in my blood.
When I had the tumor in 2013, one of the surgeries, they actually widened my sinus cavity to help me breathe because they were so narrow.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't know that your jawbone is so close to your sinus.
Hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you've got sinus cavities under your eyes and then your entire forehead and behind your ears.
My, supposedly, well, what the doctors say is my jawbone is so messed up that it actually messes with the sinus and my ear. You remember all that ear pain? That's coming from my jawbone. It's not even my primary care physician thought that it was probably just going to be, you know, tubes and they were going to be done with it. Well, when they did the CAT scan on my head, they showed me my jawbone. There's pretty much no cartilage at all between my jaw and my skull. And then he asked me if I broke my jaw when I was 16. The face surgeon guy. And he's like, you must have broken your jaw for what, like 16 years old? And I'm like, I don't know. He's like, yeah. And then he showed me a picture of my jaw, and the left side of my jaw is perfect, but the right side of my jaw looks like hamburger meat. It's not.
Wow.
Like the bone, you could see that the bone on this side is nice and round and fits right where it's supposed to go. The other side is so deformed, it did not even, yeah, like it scared me to look at the damn x-ray. I've also been stabbed. Oh, you know what? I was stabbed right there in that spot, right where
your face?
Yeah, my face, right in my cheek. And I was stabbed with a screwdriver there.
What the hell?
Yeah, my whole face was wide open. I'm surprised I don't have a scar like all the way down the side of my face, but actually my skin heals, I mean, very well. I had a scar on my eye. You can still kind of see it just a little bit, but I had a scar on my eye. One day I was at work roofing with my Uncle Mark, and I heard heads up, and I looked up like an idiot. And when I looked up, a pair of tin snips were falling from 3 stories up, and I got hit with the scissors part, the metal tip.
Oh, damn.
And it hit me right on the brow of my eye, and it busted my eye open. And I had this big old scar across like my whole head and my whole eye. And I looked like Scarface. Like, I thought it was cool because I thought I looked like a tough guy with it. And but actually that scar is completely, my skin actually heals very well. Like, if you would have seen some of the things that have happened to my face, I can't believe my face isn't all like demolished right now.
Right?
I've been stabbed in the face, broken this, broken that, broken. You ever been knocked out cold? That's not fun.
Mm-mm.
Get hit. There's a spot on your chin. That's why they say hit them right on the button. And if you hit somebody square in the middle of their chin, what it does is it clicks those 2 bones. your jaw bones into your eardrums and it'll knock you out. And I got hit right there. It knocked me out. And when I woke up, I was swinging at my friends. And they're like, "Nope, dude, the guy who hit you, he's gone. You're hitting us. Please stop." Yeah. So I've been messed up, man. I'm living in
It's a typical boy thing though, because like Ghost has got stories that I've heard. You've got stuff. I've seen stuff with Hunter, you know, as he's grown up. So it's definitely a boy thing.
That's not true. There's girls.
getting stabbed in the face with a screwdriver is a boy thing.
Well, not necessarily that one.
Yeah, that one was just a little bit overboard.
That is a real thing. So, computer went down again.
What did he say? I didn't hear what Ghost said.
I said shot, stabbed, hit by a car, blown up, set on fire,
Electrocuted.
electrocuted, yeah, drowned.
That was all from your mom, wasn't it?
No.
That was a joke. I didn't expect you to.
Being shot. That was from his mom.
Yeah, my mom shot me.
Your mom shot you?
Yep.
That's
Not
the
on
funniest
accident
thing.
either.
That's
called
the
her
funniest shit.
I called her the C word and she shot me with the 22 in the kneecap.
Wow, you deserved it. That's the funniest thing ever. Did she go to jail for it?
No.
No.
No, it was one of those, it was like a starter pistol round, but it wasn't a blank. It was like, it was a 22 short, and they have like absolutely no power behind them. And it literally, like, it broke the skin, but it bounced off of my kneecap. The bullet did. Now, I will say, getting shot with a 22 short round in the kneecap feels like somebody smacked you in the kneecap with a sledgehammer.
Yeah,
But it doesn't really do any damage other than breaking the skin.
when I was younger, my best friend, he had a BB gun. It was called a Pump Master. I believe it was a Pump Master 360 or something like that. But I remember it was a Pump Master, and you would have to pump it. And one day his brother grabs it, and his brother thought that he only pumped it one time. And he didn't know that his brother had already pumped it. Well, he shot his brother in the chest with it. And the BB actually entered his chest cavity and it almost killed him. In fact, it was like, it was very serious. They were cracking this kid's chest open to save him from the BB going into his heart. And
Right?
I can remember having BB gun wars as a kid, and it actually going through my blue jeans, and the BB lodged in my leg, and I'm sitting there popping this BB out of my leg back through its original hole, like I was popping a pimple. Like we would have BB gun wars and shoot each other.
yeah,
brother-
this thing went right through this kid, man. 15 years old, shot in the chest, right in the middle of his chest with a BB, and it went right in him, because these things, you could pump them up so many times and they were pretty damn strong.
Right.
Hunter shot Alyssa shot
Alyssa.
Hunter in the face.
We were on our way to Michigan for a custody hearing. Alyssa was 16 at the time, and she had moved down with us, and we had to go up for the final custody hearing. We hadn't even gotten out of the state of Ohio yet when we got a call that she had shot Hunter with a BB, and it lodged right in his eyebrow. She almost got him right in the eye.
That's crazy.
Wow.
My mom's ex-boyfriend had a BB shot into the corner between his eye and his nose, and he always had that big old hole between it was nasty. And I used to be like, what the hell happened to you there? I was shot by a BB. BB, you'll shoot your eye out. It's true.
we're like, why in the hell are you playing with the guns? We're not there. You shouldn't even have them out. Her excuse was he wouldn't shut up. He was bugging her.
So she shot him in the face.
But there was this one time that we had the airsoft guns out, and I was laying in bed. I didn't have my glasses on, so I'm blind as a bat without my glasses. And Hunter and his buddy were horsing around in the living room, and I had a headache or something. I wasn't feeling good. I sat up with the airsoft gun and just fired it, and it got his buddy like right at the eye.
Oh,
Yeah,
It wasn't a BB gun.
it was
But
airsoft.
still.
Yeah, see, I fired some of those, the new ones that go 1,250 feet per second, which is more powerful than a 22. And those things go through there. For one, you could switch the barrels out to a 22 barrel, so that makes it a 22.
Mhm.
And the way they got these guns now, they are powerful, man. You got any of those, Ghost? The 1250?
No, I don't. I don't even play around with the airsoft stuff anymore.
I'll tell you what, that airsoft gun for small, like if I was hunting small game, that thing's like a sniper rifle, dude.
Yeah.
It's nasty.
I used to own. I owned and operated. It was my own business. I had Confederate paintball fields of America.
Confederate what?
Confederate paintball fields of America.
Oh, see,
I owned and operated my own paintball field. Had it for 2 years.
That's cool. I always wanted to do paintball.
The insurance sucks.
Oh yeah, the insurance will freaking rape you.
People, you had a lot of people getting hurt there.
No, it's just the insurance. Like you have to have a certain type of like netting up around the field. You have to have a certain amount of insurance in case somebody gets hurt on the property. You got to jump through hurdles to even get the insurance. And then when you get the insurance, it's so freaking expensive. It takes any profit right out of owning a paintball field.
Mhm.
That sucks.
I was a certified bruiser dealer. I sold 500 to $1,000 guns, paintball guns.
I've seen some pretty crazy. Actually, now it's not even about paintball. They like doing these them little plastic pellet guns.
Yeah, it's the airsoft.
Okay,
They got
Alyssa,
some
have a good night.
They got some airsoft guns that are. They got sniper rifles, eagles. They got
everything.
There's YouTube channels that have millions upon millions of views of people that go to war with each other with these things, full out gear, underground, all this craziness. And those things are pretty, you need full gear to play because them things those will break your skin too.
I'll stick with laser tag.
The paintballs won't hurt you that bad. They will leave welts on you though.
I used to play paintball. Me and my buddies, we would play with nothing but eye protection. We'd have goggles on, and we go to war with each other in the woods. Yeah, they sting a little bit.
I had my paintball gun when I would go out there on the thing and play. Like some of my buddies would come out on the weekend and we'd go one-on-one, and there'd be like 15 of us. We'd just all split up, and it was just, we were all hunting each other. And I'd find my little spot to sit, and I had the flatline barrel and the sniper barrel and everything on there, and the big CO tank, all that stuff. And I'd just sit and wait because I knew if I waited them out, they would get antsy and come out looking for me. And then I'd just take one shot, take them off. And I had the PA system rigged into the radio so I could like whisper into my walkie and go, "That's it, you're done. Get off the field." Like I had it all rigged up. I like the night games though. We had it all rigged up where like we had tripwire switches that would set off like strobe lights and smoke bombs, and we was playing in absolute darkness, and we're cranking out like Rob Zombie music on the field. Like
That's
you
cool.
walk through an area, trip one of those wires, and all of a sudden there's strobe lights and freaking smoke bombs going off all over the place.
That's cool.
It was badass. I loved it. Just couldn't afford to keep it going.
That was out at the farm too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we're at the 2-hour mark. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Lou's got to do the reshoot tomorrow. You said.
Yeah, I'm going to reshoot the interview tomorrow.
But Sunday.
But Sunday we've got Brian's Paranormal with YouTube's Got Talent, and that starts at 8. Jojo.
9 usually. He
9?
runs it from, yeah, now he's running it from 9 until about 10, and then he goes on with Lou and Ghost.
Or
And
hashtag scariest catch.
Hashtag scariest catch on the Rock channel this week. Yeah, that ought to be interesting because there's a lot of people have been sending photos in.
Yeah. Scariest catch, and that will be right after The Walking Dead. So
That's about 11
about
o'clock.
11 o'clock.
Guys, Scariest Catch is a show where we look at stills. I'm actually looking to put together a video of everybody's coolest catch. Anything. Doesn't have to be ghosts, be aliens, UFOs, anything cool.
Bigfoot.
And I'm gonna do like a top 10 kind of deal. And if you guys got something cool, man, send it to me.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So enjoy tomorrow, Jojo, with the kids in the pumpkin patch.
We will.
We'll be around if you all want to call or whatnot, but
Yeah.
I want to thank everybody for coming up and coming into the chat. And y'all have a good rest of your night. Dog ham.
Guys. Dog him.
Thank your mods or anything like that. I mean, come on, lady.
Oh,
Come on, lady.
Come on.
Come on. Thank your mods.
thanks, James, for dropping all the links and stuff.
We're going to teach you, James. It's all right.
I've got a lot of
We're going
mods
to learn
in here.
today.
I got a lot of
I
mods.
want to thank everybody for coming out and hanging out with us this evening. Special shout out for our mods. James Sharpshooter dropping all those links. You're super. You're the mod god, man.
Yes, Alyssa, resend it to the hashtag if you can.
Yeah, it's hashtag scariest catch, all one word,
On Twitter.
on Twitter.
All right. Well, thank you guys, and you all have a good night.